Hello and welcome to another edition of Meet the Members. I'm your host, Pete Braley, here at the First Congregational Church of Fairhaven. Tom Hebert is our guest on this installment. Welcome, Tom. I'm glad you had a chance to come in.
Thank you.
Tom is my, he's a bass buddy of mine in the bass section. The bass section has grown, hasn't it? Used to be what, you and me, or it was you and the other Tom, and now we've got four people back there?
Yeah, that's when it was just you, me, and John.
Oh, right.
Really went small when he passed away.
Yeah, and now it's slowly growing back. Tell me a bit about yourself, Tom. Where are you from? New Bedford?
I'm from New Bedford. Yeah,
okay.
Born and raised in New Bedford.
Where'd you go to school?
New Bedford High.
New Bedford High?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the things I love about this segment is I get to learn things about people that I sit next to every Sunday in the choir. You're retired now, but what was your occupation? What'd you do?
I was a quality control manager at CP Borg in Industrial Park.
I remember the company. What did they make?
We made machines for Xerox.
Oh, okay. All right. And was that your career spent there?
Yeah, I was 35 years there.
What?
And then they stopped production, so then I was out the door.
What does somebody in quality control do? I mean, I have something in my mind, but how do you describe it?
Well, once we get parts in, like the shrouds that go into the machine, I have to make sure that all the bends are correct, all the the cuts and the size and all that stuff. And then when we have parts that are faulty, everybody comes up to me with it. They have to put a red tag on it and put what's wrong with it. And then I have to, make a paper out for it that's to be sent back to Belgium.
Right.
Because most of the parts come from Belgium.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
It was a company from Belgium that ran the place, that owned it.
Now, where was CP Borg located in the city?
Right in the center, right over the railroad tracks.
Okay.
The first building to the left.
Okay. All right.
Up on Barnett Boulevard.
Right. And that was back in the day when we had, Continental Screw was around. We had some big places around here.
And Xerox and everything else.
Right.
My wife worked there for a little while.
Donna worked there? What did she do there?
Not Xerox, Polaroid.
Polaroid, yes.
Polaroid.
I remember them in the industrial park.
She worked in the laboratory.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, she's got a master's in chemistry.
Now, she's in healthcare now, right?
Yep, she's an RN.
And she went to work during the blizzard, and it was, I'll see you whenever, right? She ended up
I
staying
brought her
there.
in before, and she stayed there until she was ready to come back. She stayed up in one of the haunted rooms up on the third floor.
The third floor's haunted? Oh. Has she ever experienced anything paranormal?
There's a little, noise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But she's so tired, she just went to sleep.
How did you and Donna meet?
We met in the first church that we were going to.
Which was?
Church of the New Beginning.
Okay.
It was a non-denominational. But we were married in 2001 at the Congregational Church at Lunn's Corner.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yeah, when there was a kid. You told a story just a few days ago about how you proposed to Donna on the beach?
Yeah, down the beach on the bottom where you lived.
So Pope Beach, down the bottom of Manhattan
because I was living
Avenue.
at the top since 99. And then a little apartment upstairs. Then
Yes.
I moved downstairs.
Okay.
And then I went down I sat her on the rock, and then I knelt down and proposed to her in the water.
And she said yes, I hope,
Yeah.
right away, the first time. Yeah. So you mentioned you went to the Church of the New Beginning,
Right.
and also Lunn's Corner at one time. Have you always been, of the Protestant faith? Or
No, I was brought up
What did Mom
Catholic.
and Dad do with you?
I was brought up Catholic.
Okay.
Donna was brought up Protestant.
Where did you go to church as a kid?
St. Joseph's, across from the park.
Okay.
Woodlawn Park.
How could you go to church every Sunday? You must have hit Ma's Donuts a few times, right? Right next door, wasn't it?
I used to hit Ma's Donuts on the way to work when I worked at Sleepy Borg.
So what brought you to the First Congregational Church here
We
in
were
Fairhaven?
looking for a church. We were dissatisfied where we were. We left. And then we were looking, and Donna's aunt and uncle, Ron and Bev,
Oh, yeah, the Johansons.
they said, well, why don't you come and try our church? So we said, okay, and then it clicked, and we always stayed. That was in 2002.
What is it about this this church that you liked and that you would recommend to someone?
The friendliness and the realness of the people.
That's interesting, the realness of the people.
Yeah, but nobody's fake here. Everybody says how it is, and people really go out of their way to help you.
Have you always been in choirs, or did you join when you came here?
No, I was in the choir when I was at C&B.
And you also participated in the St. Anthony's choir, right, at Christmas time?
Yeah, it's Christmas and springtime, but it was mostly the Christmas one.
The thing I always talk about whenever I have a chance to tell people I'm in a choir and we talk about it, whenever we do a number on Sunday morning, and sometimes you're struggling in rehearsal, I'm not getting this note, but then it just all comes together.
It does all the time.
I can't describe the feeling to someone about what it's like to be part of that. You know, you have your part. For us, it's bass, and we have the soprano, alto, tenor. But then when it just all comes together.
To hear all the parts, and we're all harmonize at some point, it's just heavenly.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Good to finally get it on tape here. Nobody watches tape anymore. I don't know. That's like if you watch the Celtics game, they always say we're going to go back and watch film. Nobody watches film anymore. But thanks for coming in. That'll do it for this edition of Meet the Members. Until next time, I'm Pete Braley. Take care.